Welcome back to Mindset Mastery SO, the journey that's unlocking your potential to live a life of purpose and impact. I'm your guide, and I'm so grateful you're here with us at Life Change Audiobooks. Over the past 5 episodes, we've built a powerful foundation, defining mindset, exploring its science, embracing failure, developing growth practices, and applying them to relationships. Today, in episode 6, we're turning our focus to mindset and achievement, how a growth mindset fuels your goals and dreams. Picture yourself standing at the starting line of a goal, a new career, a personal passion, a dream you've held close. The path ahead isn't easy, but with the right mindset, every step is a chance to grow. Today, we'll explore how to set goals with a growth lens, tap into the right kind of motivation, build discipline, learn from high performers, and use visualization to turn dreams into reality. So take a deep breath, ignite your ambition, and let's chase achievement together. Section 1. Goal setting through a growth lens. Let's start with goal setting, the foundation of achievement. A growth mindset transforms how you approach goals, seeing them not as fixed destinations but as opportunities to learn and evolve. Instead of saying I need to be perfect, a growth mindset says, I'll get better with every step. Take Anika, a writer who dreamed of publishing a novel. With a fixed mindset, she might have set a rigid goal. Finish a perfect book by next year, or I've failed. But with a growth mindset, she framed her goal differently. Write a draft, learn from feedback, and improve with each revision. This allowed her to embrace setbacks like harsh critiques as part of the process. Over time, her persistence led to a published novel, not because she was flawless, but because she grew through every challenge. Research shows that growth-oriented goals focused on learning and effort lead to greater persistence and satisfaction than outcome-only goals. Try this. Think of a goal you're chasing. Now, reframe it through a growth lens. Instead of I must get that promotion, try, I'll develop the skills to become a stronger candidate. Break it into small, actionable steps, and celebrate progress, not just perfection. What's one growth-oriented goal you can set today? Section 2. Motivation. Intrinsic versus extrinsic. To achieve your goals, you need motivation, the spark that keeps you moving. But not all motivation is created equal. There's extrinsic motivation, driven by external rewards like money, fame, or approval, and intrinsic motivation, fueled by internal passion, purpose, or joy. A growth mindset leans on intrinsic motivation because it's sustainable and tied to who you are. Let's look at Samir, a software developer. Early in his career, he chased extrinsic rewards, promotions, bonuses, status. But he burned out, feeling empty despite his success. Then he shifted to intrinsic motivation, focusing on mastering his craft and solving meaningful problems. Coding became a joy, not a grind, and his work flourished. His growth mindset helped him find motivation within, not from the world's applause. Studies show that intrinsic motivation boosts creativity and persistence, while extrinsic rewards can sometimes undermine long-term drive. Of course, external rewards aren't bad, they can kickstart action. But to stay committed, connect your goals to what lights you up inside. Try this. Reflect on a goal. Ask, why does this matter to me? What about it excites my heart? Write down one intrinsic reason to keep going. How does that shift your motivation? Section 3. Discipline and consistency. Motivation gets you started, but discipline and consistency keep you going. A growth mindset sees discipline not as punishment, but as a commitment to growth, even when the spark fades. Consistency turns small actions into big results, building habits that shape your future. Consider Priya, who wanted to run a marathon but had never run more than a mile. With a growth mindset, she didn't expect instant success. She started small, running 10 minutes a day, and stayed consistent, even on days she felt tired. Each step built her stamina and confidence. A year later, she crossed the marathon finish line, not because she was naturally athletic, but because she showed up, day after day. Science backs this. Habits formed through consistent effort rewire your brain, making actions easier over time. Discipline isn't about willpower alone, it's about systems like setting a daily time, removing distractions, or tracking progress. Try this. Pick one goal and commit to a tiny, consistent action like 5 minutes of practice daily. Stick with it for a week and notice how it feels. What's one small step you can take consistently starting today? Section 4. Mindset of high performers. What sets high performers apart? It's not just talent, it's their mindset. High performers, from athletes to CEOs, share a growth mindset that drives achievement. They embrace challenges, seek feedback, and see effort as the path to mastery. Take Serena Williams, one of the greatest athletes ever. She didn't become a champion by avoiding failure. She lost matches, faced criticism, and battled injuries. But her growth mindset kept her focused on learning. After every loss, she analyzed her game, sought coaching, and worked harder. Her belief that she could always improve made her unstoppable. Research shows that high performers share traits like resilience, a love for learning, and a willingness to step outside their comfort zones. They don't fear mistakes, they mind them for lessons. You don't need to be Serena to think like her. Try this. Think of someone you admire for their achievements. What growth mindset traits do they show? Now, pick one like seeking feedback and apply it to your own goal. How could you adopt a high performer's mindset today? Section 5. Visualization and mental rehearsal. Finally, let's explore a powerful tool for achievement: visualization and mental rehearsal. A growth mindset uses visualization to prepare your brain for success, imagining not just the outcome, but the process, the effort, the setbacks, and the growth. Take Rohan, a student preparing for a big exam. He didn't just dream of passing, he visualized the journey. Each night, he pictured himself studying, tackling tough questions, and staying calm during the test. He even imagined failing a practice question and learning from it. This mental rehearsal built confidence and reduced anxiety. When exam day came, he felt ready, and he passed with flying colors. Science supports this. Visualization strengthens neural pathways, priming your brain for action. Athletes like Michael Phelps use it to rehearse races in their minds. You can too. Try this. Close your eyes and picture yourself working toward a goal. See the steps. Feel the effort. Imagine overcoming a challenge. Spend 5 minutes daily on this. What's one goal you can visualize starting tonight? Closing. Achieving with a growth mindset. As we close episode 6 of Mindset Mastery, let's hold this truth. Your mindset is the engine of your achievements. By setting goals through a growth lens, tapping into intrinsic motivation, building discipline, adopting the mindset of high performers, and using visualization, you can turn dreams into reality. You're not defined by where you start, you're defined by the steps you take, the lessons you learn, and the growth you embrace. So take a moment to reflect. What's one goal you're ready to chase with a growth mindset? What's one small action you can take today to move closer? Every effort, every vision, every consistent step is a victory on the path to achievement. This is Mindset Mastery, and I'm so honored to be on this journey with you. Join us next time for episode 7, where we'll explore how to sustain a growth mindset for lifelong growth. Until then, keep chasing your goals with courage and growth. You've got this.